And there's a local connection to the Dayton mass shooting. An 8-Mile woman telling Fox 10 News her high school friend was shot and killed.
Yeah, and her cousin's fiance grazed by a bullet during that shooting. Our Steve Alexander spoke with her. He's in the studio with the story. Steve.
Well, certainly police trained to respond to events like mass shootings. An 8-Mile woman, though, says her cousin told her it was quick police response in Dayton that may have saved his life and the life of his new fiance. They were both in downtown Dayton when those shots rang out. However, a former classmate of hers was killed. It was a chaotic scene in Dayton, Ohio, the night of the shooting.
Shots fired! Downtown! Local shots fired! 83, where you at?
Surveillance video showing terrified people running for their lives as a gunman wearing body armor and a mask opens fire in a crowded neighborhood of bars and restaurants. 9 people were killed. Irma McMichael says her cousin Jonathan and his fiancée, whom he just got engaged to that night, were in the downtown district when the shooting happened. But she didn't know that until she got a text from another relative who
was texting me at that time, blowing up my phone, saying, he's okay, they're all okay. And I didn't know what it was about until I seen the breaking news from you guys.
McMichael says Jonathan wouldn't go into details that night, but
he said he had to at least duck and hide a little bit and try to protect his fiancée.
As for what happened to them,
he wasn't hit, but his fiancée was grazed by a bullet a little bit on her arm, but she's doing good. She's home. You know, they're both counting their blessings that they're still alive.
Later, McMichael got more shocking news. She saw the names of those killed and found a friend of hers on the list. McMichael says she went to high school with Monica Story Brickhouse.
She never had a negative word about anybody. She's a very loving, compassionate person.
McMichael said she had just talked with Monica on Facebook Saturday morning.
What did you think when you saw that she was one of them?
It made me wonder why one of the angels had to go home. Her life was cut down too short, especially with a young child.
She had a young child.
Mm-hmm.
McMichael is still trying to make sense of a senseless act.
If you could tell this guy something who did that, what would you tell him?
I wish he would have got some help when he knew what the issue was. People should not have had to suffer, especially innocent lives.
And McMichael said she just learned from Monica's mother that funeral arrangements are set for Saturday in Ohio. Reporting live from the studio, Steve Alexander, Fox 10 News.